Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel. Showtime Dragstrip, May 3rd, 2023, and man, for a Wednesday night, this place is packed with a lot of exciting cars. With this big tire El Camino, got all kinds of trailers out here tonight. Should be able to get a couple of good races in. We got Claudio with the big tire 68 Camaro. Ran a 620 at 110.3. At 99.9, almost 100 mile an hour. All right, this white Nissan, known as the White Dove, could be the fastest car in the property here tonight. It's a no-time car, but to be running way faster than the Plaid, and I'll leave it at that. We'll respect that no-time cars don't want their times talked about. Pretty much everyone agrees fastest car on the property. Could be pulling the chute here in a moment. We got the third-degree burn El Camino out here tonight, and it's got no shortage of tire. He's shooting for a 590 tonight. I think he's got a good chance. He had an excellent first run. Here's his second run coming up. All right. Broke up a little at half track. Ran a 620 at 109. He had a 611 on his previous pass. All that trouble.
All right, we've got the T-Bird and Andrew with the Tesla Plaid channel.
All right, we got a grudge lined up with this big tire Thunderbird. Dragstrip mode, peak performance ready, 84% battery state of charge. Traction is going to be our problem here, though.
All right, who do you guys got? Andrew with the Model S Plaid or the T-Bird there in the left lane? Takes the win, but the T-Bird went 582 at 117. Andrew went 603 at 119, but the T-Bird fouled out.
We kind of messed up our launch control there and gave us a horrible reaction. His reaction was a little bit too quick though, so between my 100 and his -50, that was car and a half difference on the light, and it looked like about 2 cars, maybe 2.5 cars difference at the finish. So he definitely ran in the 5s, maybe 590, and we probably ran closer to a 610 because we didn't get it deep into launch control at all. I really messed up that launch. We got the both pedals depressed message, so I had to hit it a second time, and by then we were both fully staged. Only had 2 seconds to try to get into launch control. That's not enough. It takes it 8 to 10 seconds, sometimes 11 seconds. How's it going?
Hey, great, how are you?
Good. He red lit, otherwise he would have beat me probably pretty good, but
Yeah.
did he run a 590? Oh, he ran a 582 on that pass. Yeah, so good thing he red lit, otherwise I'd be getting the yellow.
I know, right?
Thank you. Our pass wasn't too bad, considering we're at 82% battery stated charge. We ran a 603 at 119.5 with a 145 60 foot. Surprising that the track held that well. Reaction not great, a 117. The T-Bird ran a 582, also at 119.5. Our mile an hour is almost the same. And although he crossed the finish line almost 4/10 ahead of us, but he was red with a negative 55. So that was a 1/10.5 already. Otherwise, he took us by 2/10 on the ET. Fun race. So we got a grudge lined up with the car that's running 610s. If we run another 603, we should be okay. He's got a better tree than we do because he's on a trans brake, but we'll try to cut closer to a 50. A tree like that one ain't gonna work. Let's see if we can get deeper into launch control, especially if I arrange ahead of time to get fully staged ahead of him. Just like that, it's our next grudge. 82% battery stated charge, peak performance ready. This big tire El Camino, we've raced it before. He's hoping to run a 590 tonight. We saw him run a 611 already. Thankfully, traction wasn't our problem on that last pass. If we get that good of traction again, we should be all right.
We got Andrew with the Tesla Plaid channel versus John and Third Degree Burn. Camino.
Get up and get staged. We're gonna get deeper into launch control this time. Here we go. Much better.
Andrew takes the win. 604 or 121. Third Degree Burn went 637 at 106.
I felt the car slip a little in that launch, but we had an 80 light, better than the previous, and it looked like he had a 174. We had him by almost a 10th on the tree, maybe another 10th on the track. See here in a second. We launched at 82%, we're down to 80% now. We use about 2% per pass on the 8th mile. All right.
604.
Pretty close to the previous.
Yeah,
Maybe one more.
already?
604, 121 even. And the big tire El Camino ran a 637 at 106.4. Not his best run of the night. We had an 80 light to his 179. and we had a 148 60 foot to his 139, so he out 60 footed us, but by the time we got to the half track, we were about a tenth ahead with a 399 to his 408. Let's see if we can line up one more grudge, strike while the iron is hot. John, hey, thanks for the run earlier.
Yeah, buddy. I left with you at least this time.
Yeah. It was competitive. It was good.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're working on too, is the big end on this.
Yeah.
Wasn't a good run at all. We had just put 2 more degrees of timing back in it.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see what it did.
Was it too much?
It dropped it 2/10.
Oh, okay, so you're getting maybe a little detonation.
Yeah, buddy, same for you, man.
We'll do it
pleasure.
again.
We will. I'm gonna get you.
When you get the 611 next to me, it'll be right down to the tree. So good times, man, good times. All right, Claudio's big tire Camaro. Whoa, there goes my eardrum. This should be a good run. Looks like we have a McLaren out here tonight. Not only a 570 though. Yeah, I don't think a 570 is gonna get the job done. All right, we're running Claudio's big tire 68 Camaro. I'm looking at big puddles here. I got lucky finding traction on those previous 2 passes, but whether I'll be lucky 3 times in a row, hard to say. He's sweeping for me, but I'd really like him to lift that cone.
All right, we got Andrew with the Tesla Plaid channel in the left lane. We have the first gen Camaro.
All right, rolling through's been helping a lot. We'll do that again here.
Don't let it cut off, Claudio. Don't let it cut off. Don't let it cut off. Back that off.
Okay, let me find my line. Control.
Andrew takes the win.
That was a good run. Yeah, we knew traction was going to be a challenge, but it worked out. So that's not going to be another 603, 604, but it was enough to catch him. Traction's not his biggest problem with those big slicks on there. So we launched with 80% on that, down to 78% now. Probably a little slower on that one.
Yeah, 616.
Yeah. But enough.
Yep.
All
It
right.
was enough to get you a white ticket.
It was. All whites tonight, I like it.
Yeah.
So we ran a 616 at 119.5, and the big tire Camaro ran 630 on that pass at 109.8. We had him a little on the tree, not a lot. Looks like we had an 86 light to his 118, and we took him by just 0.16 1600ths of a second at the finish line, which is about a car and a half, generally speaking. That's our worst 60 foot of the night at 154. He had a 142 60 foot, better than our best 60 foot all night. To half track, he still had us 406 to our 410. we passed him at some point past half track. We really had him on the mile an hour, 10 miles an hour more, just about. Good run. Thanks for the run, man. You know you had me through half track.
I was like, damn.
Trying to catch you. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but you launched hard. You had a 142.60 foot to my, I think, 155 or something.
I haven't even seen it without.
Yeah, you had me even at the 330.
This is a 6:30. God, I keep on adding time to it. What was my reaction time?
I think it was a 110 or something. So it wasn't as good as the 50 you ran earlier. 50 would have helped you a lot. I think I had an 80. But
what was your time?
I ran a 6:16 on that pass.
Wow, you were. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Because
I slipped on the line for sure.
The tranny brake. I mean, what a difference. Because now I'm launching like a madman. Before I had to hit it with the. In other words, everybody, you're not even using your wheelie bar.
Yeah, that's a solid 60 foot on that for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing the footage of your launch and seeing how much your tires came up. That was a good race. It was one of our better ones because you had me by so much, you know, in the first half of the track.
So you ran a what now? A
6:16 on that.
See, the first run I did was a 6:17.
I know.
Then it was a 6:22, a 6:24, and now a 6:30. So it's getting slower. There's something funky about it.
Mine have all gotten slower too. I ran a 6:03, then a 6:04, and then a 6:16. So, but it's all in the 60 foot. I can see it, so it's traction.
That was a good run though, man.
It was a good
awesome,
run. That was an awesome run. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Roger and I always were neck and neck, and that was the first time, because the last time I raced you left me in the dust because I was using the foot.
The tree. It was the tree last time. I'm glad to see that our tree was a lot closer in that race.
Yeah.
And even though I had you a little on the tree, you had me by so much in the 60 foot that you were still well out of me.
Right.
And I was thinking like, oh man, he treed me, but your car just launched, man.
It just launched. I could feel it. I went, and I felt like a little ass shake. I'm thinking.
Yeah, it was only 0.03 difference on the tree. So the 1/10 of a second that you were better on the 60 foot, and still even at the 330 you were better. So, yeah. It was uncertain. But then again, you know, mile an hour, that car usually traps more than yours. I mean, some of your better traps have been what, around 110?
I've been up to 114, but today it's all 110, 110, 110, 110. I haven't looked at it really. What's yours?
On that pass, I think it was 117. So, yeah, if you'd have trapped 114, I might not have caught you. But
yeah, that's my last run because it got pretty hot. Turn it on, turn it off, waiting and all that.
I'm debating whether to run anymore. With these crowds, I'm debating whether to run anymore. The track is getting worse and worse.
Yeah, because halfway through, on my lane, I felt like what the fuck? Yeah. Too many people are fucking up left and right now. You know, the guy at the end, the RX-7, this guy that blew up on the left lane. I'm like, man.
I saw a Mustang drip some gasoline on the start line earlier. I don't know if I told you that. He was on a fuel cell and he had a overflow valve or something that was dripping right there at the starting line.
Wow.
But
yeah, I'm going to call it a night.
We'll do it another time.
Always. Always. You know, I love my point is not winning or losing. My point
is a good close race. I
want a close race. Yeah. You learn by a close race if you win or lose.
Yeah. Where the tree
everybody wants to cry, oh, you being bullshit. I want to keep on doing it and doing it. I don't care if you kick my ass 100 times. Because the more I do it with you, because I know you're not going to veer off of my lane, the more I do it with you, the better I get, better I get. Now that I got the training brake working.
Where it can come down to the tree and come down to that. All right. We'll do it again, man.
All right, man.
Well, that was a fun night. 3 runs, 3 wins, all big tire cars. Great to see that many cars out here tonight. And hopefully tomorrow night at Bradenton on the quarter mile, there's even more. Now that they're doing more events out here at Showtime, we're getting better turnouts, which is awesome. We'll see you next time right here on the Tesla Plaid channel.
641.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, the whole run felt like
What about your 611 pass earlier? What was your trap on that? Was it like
111?
111. Yeah. That would have been a more competitive pass.
Yeah.
611. In fact, that pass I just made against the big tire Camaro, I ran a 616. So traction is going away out there. Even for my car, the traction's gone.
Really? Yeah.
And but you've got a lot more tire than I've got, though.
Yeah,
a little more tire. I mean,
got 4 of them, though.
I've got 4, but I think if I do the math, the width of all 4 of mine is
I hear you.
Maybe close, but I
Right.
think you still got a little edge with that tire, and you got a lot softer compound too. Because I'm running a
Do you
summer
run
tire.
a special compound tire?
No,
on
I'm
that?
running a summer tire on there, a Pirelli summer tire.
Man, that thing
No
works
shit.
so damn good.
Yeah, yeah. It is surprising. It makes a big difference when I use the what they call the launch control that does weight transfer. It puts the car like this so that when you launch it, I'll actually like squat.
Oh, no shit.
Wow.
Yeah, makes a big difference. Yeah. I spin a lot less when I can engage that, but the problem with it is it takes 10 seconds to get in that mode, which is why I double bulbed you. I don't like to double bulb people,
No,
but
man, I don't
we're
care.
got a friendly race. But if
Yeah.
I can get up there and I can start to do it, then I've got a less chance, which is why I was able to run a 604 on that pass.
Right.
Not so much on the next one, and I lost over a tenth. So it's a
What do
big
you do?
difference.
You just get in, put the seatbelt on, and just wait.
No, there's a few different things.
And a helmet. You gotta have a helmet.
You gotta warm up the battery, and then on the launch control you gotta crank the brake down really hard so it doesn't give you this error message, and then it takes about 8 seconds for the car to get in that spot. But there's a few little things.
It's just messing.
No,
That
I
car's
know, yeah.
impressive.
But then again, I mean, most guys are running glides, and some of them, they're shifting it. Some of them they ain't,
Yeah.
And yeah, we both got steering wheels, right? Although mine is shaped kind of funny. Mine's got 2 pedals. You probably got 2 pedals as well.
I do. I've got 2 pedals.
You don't have a clutch, so.
But you can keep the air
I do
on
have
and
to
take it
ask
down.
though.
Yeah.
Do you have to wear this?
Oh yeah, I do.
In that car,
Absolutely.
really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those batteries burst into flame spontaneously.
Oh my goodness. that would be horrible.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, because they ain't got nowhere
Yeah,
to put
I
them
really
out.
shouldn't even
Yeah.
joke about that. That's
Yeah.
not funny.
That scares the shit out of me
Yeah.
with the electric cars.
Yeah, so, the stats now that they've been making electric cars for a while, they catch on fire a lot less than gasoline cars. Actually, it's something like 10%.
There's a lot less of them.
No, on a per car basis, like per 100,000 cars, it's less as a percentage. But when they happen, they burn so freaking hot
Burn so hot.
that it takes like more than a swimming pool worth of water to try to put the thing out.
Actually, I have a friend that's a fireman, and he said
Yeah.
they had to go to a special school for putting them,
Yeah.
for putting them out or
That's the
doing
problem.
it. Because even then, you don't put them out; you just control the burn until it mellows
Yeah.
out.
So I take it seriously. I mean, it's got a special thing. So if I lose electricity, I've got a way to get out, and I've got a glass hammer that also has a cutter for the seatbelt. So,
Okay. You've been doing this for a while.
I know you gotta get the frick out of there.
Yeah,
That's all I know.
yeah.
I'm not waiting for the ambulance. I'm just. I
Yeah.
don't care how bad I'm hurt.
Not
I'm
looking
just
for the problem.
Can you imagine
If
being
the door
a
doesn't
fireman
open-
knowing that this thing's electric and you're spraying water at it?
Yeah.
It's
Just get
What's
the
the
hell
voltage
away
on
from
that?
that. It's a lot of volts, a lot of amps, and
Welding off that bastard.
it's a lot.
Yeah, no
It's a lot of
kidding.
danger. So, anyway, thanks, John, as always.
Yeah, buddy. Same for you, man.
We'll
Always
do it
a
again.
pleasure.
And
We
if you
will.
run-
I'm
if you-
gonna get
When you
you.
get the 611 next to me, it'll be right down to the tree. So, good times, man. Good times.